Hello and welcome to Ram Morning Yoga. Today we are going to do a sequence to move deep stretching into the hips and to wake up the shoulders and the knees. With this sequence, we're going to get some rotation of the spine to help encourage the flow of blood to the vessels next to these bones and cartilage. And we want to keep these supple and healthy. So all of these movements we're doing are going to encourage these to be hydrated, nourished, and in good alignment. So as we do the inner and outer rotation of the hips in this mermaid sequence, and then the half Lord of the Fish pose, Ardha Matsyendrasana, we're going to just have a visual of what's going to happen with the ball and socket joint of the hip here. So we have this round area of the bone that fits into this socket here. We want to be on the sits bones, which is where we are when we're in our comfortable seated position. And then as we move through this flow, we're going to take deep rotation inner and outer on the hip to encourage joint mobility and health. From our comfortable seated position, Sukhasana, we have the sits bones grounded beneath us, the spine straight from the tailbone all the way up through the crown of the head, shoulders slightly rolled back, and the awareness goes to the air moving in through the nose and back out through the nose. As you bring your awareness here, think about gradually changing your inhale to a 3-part breath. So imagine taking like small sips of air through the nose in 3 parts, and then a smooth exhale. Or another nice way to think of this breath is taking 3 steps up the slide, and then sliding down with the exhale. So trying that at your own pace. Maybe allowing the eyes to softly close. And releasing in one smooth exhale. I'm doing this about 2 or 3 more times. And then as you're ready, moving back to your normal breathing. So starting from our comfortable seated position, taking the hands behind us for a little bit of extra support, and sweeping both legs to the left side of the body. Perhaps your legs are out wide for stability. Perhaps you like them in closer. You can even hook that foot around the back of the calf if you like. So as you settle into that seated position, begin checking back into the breath as you turn the head toward the right side of the body, and the left hand moves toward the right leg, knee, or the mat beside you. On the inhale, drawing the crown of the head up toward the sky, and on the exhale, maybe you slightly deepen this twist by turning your gaze over the shoulder as the left hip floats off the ground. 2 full rounds of breath here, in and out through the nose. And on your next inhale, unfurling the arms, coming back to center, and bringing the right hand toward the left leg beside you. And then we'll take 3 rounds of breath, full inhale and exhale through the nose. The inhale, the crown of the head drifts up, and on the exhale, maybe the shoulders slightly relax. And now that we've twisted to both sides, we will take the right hand to the right side of the mat, and then slowly walking the left hand past the right to really welcome that stretch into the back of the body, up by the shoulders. Then we'll take a few rounds of breath, In and out through the nose as we settle into this posture. So after we finished our period of holding, we're going to do this movement with the breath. So on the inhale, we're going to sweep the arm up toward the sky. The gaze can follow. And on the exhale, we're going to thread the needle. Inhale, that arm comes up. And exhale, Suchirandrasana, thread the needle. And then just doing this movement with your own breath. Inhale, expanding through the chest, opening through the arm, and exhale, threading through. Taking it at your own pace. And then the next time you sweep the left arm up, taking it behind you for support. And the left foot will slowly walk across the body toward the right side. And so you can plant here in front of your shin. You can go over the knee, whatever feels most supportive and balanced to you. And then we're going to take a couple more spinal twists from this position, half lord of the fish, bringing the gaze and the upper body toward the right side of the body for our spinal twist. Checking back into that breath. Going to take a couple of rounds. And then we're going to reverse the twist, turning the gaze and the chest toward the left side of the body. The right arm comes across. And the left hand can be behind you for support. Taking a couple of rounds of breath here. And now that we've done inner and outer rotation on the hips, a couple of really nice spinal twists, we're going to give the other side its turn. Taking both hands behind you for support again. Sweeping both legs to the right side of the body. And finding that foundation again. Perhaps this side looks different than the other side. That's okay. Everyone's hip joints are different and we're all tighter or looser on different days, different times of the day. So with the legs to the right side of the body, turning the gaze and the upper body toward the left. The right arm comes toward the left thigh, knee, or shin. Finding the breath here. 2 full rounds, in and out. On the next inhale, unfurling this twist, taking the left hand toward the right thigh, reversing that rotation of the spine. On the inhale, the crown of the head draws up toward the sky. And on the exhale, softening the shoulders, the jaw, the neck. Since we've done our twist on both sides now, we're going to walk the left hand to the mat beside us. And then the right hand will reach just a little past the left. Moving that stretch into the shoulders, the thoracic section of the spine. And then finding the breath here. And we'll begin moving this with the breath. The inhale, the arm sweeps up. The gaze follows the hand. And on the exhale, threading the needle. And then moving that with your own breath. Inhale, arm reaches out. And exhale, threading through. Really bringing this movement into the ball and socket joint of the shoulder now. Encouraging movement, circulation. Let's take 2 more rounds. Arm coming up on the inhale, threading through on the exhale. Begin by turning the gaze and the chest toward the right side of the body. The left arm comes across, and you can put your arm across the knee, the leg. You can tuck it in between. And then as you breathe here, just thinking about any areas of your body that might be holding tension. The feet, the shoulders. On the inhale, bring your awareness there. And on the exhale, tell that area, relax, relax. One more round of breath here before reversing the twist. As you inhale, turning the body back to neutral and bringing the right arm across to the left side. And the arm placement is wherever feels comfortable for you. You can grasp the leg, tuck the arm, or put the arm down for support. You're still getting that same wonderful spinal twist and the inner and outer rotation on the hips. On your next inhale, coming back to center, and lightly taking those legs out of that cross. Finding your comfortable seated position, maybe shifting around a little side to side. Noticing if your hips, your knees, your shoulders feel any different, perhaps a little more relaxed, a little more movement, and a little more ease. And then bringing that awareness back to the breath. And we're going to revisit that 3-part breath that we learned earlier. So on the inhale, it's 3 small sips of air and a smooth exhale. We'll do that 2 more times. And exhale. 3-part breath. And moving back into normal breathing. So I appreciate you allowing me to offer some suggestions for your practice today. Hopefully these are some tools that you can take with you to really warm up the hips, knees, and shoulders, as these are our strongest, largest, and most likely to be injured joints of the body. So I thank you for joining me. Hopefully these tips and tricks have worked for you. Namaste.